What is it that you bring to the table as the expert? What are some of the things that you do that your average, ordinary person wouldn't think you do?
So what you're asking me is why does a developer choose to bring me on board when he has these other public affairs specialists, like they're right down the street, and here I am on the other side of the country, right? So it comes down to a couple of key factors. One is reputation and referrals. I have a reputation of being able to work with developers in a high pressure, high stakes environment. And they learn about me. About 90% of all the work that I do, the projects I work on, come through referrals. People I worked with as long as 10 years ago, may not even spoken to them, but now they referred someone over. It would be a developer, maybe a land use lawyer or a planner. And it's wonderful, right? And but that's part of it. But the reason why they were bringing me on board to help them with their projects is two reasons. One is the local public affairs folks, the ones that are really good, they already have a reputation themselves. And they've made friends in their communities, and they made enemies. And in many cases, there's at least one or two elected officials that have been alienated or don't like that public affairs person. So that's a compromise that they're compromised. Or you have public relations folks that have no idea about the real estate dynamics and the development. Or you have the opposite. They're marketing people, but they don't understand the politics at all. So what they do is, I'm a partner. I am not a vendor. Vendors are order takers. I'm someone that's going to collaborate with experienced A-team professionals, the developer, the land use lawyer. I understand the legal aspect of the application process, the notice, the hearing process. And so there's a trust in the trenches that you don't see on on a website, you don't see in blogs. It's really an intrinsic component where when someone's talking to me for the first time, they can tell within 10 minutes that I know where I'm going to take them, and that trust will not be breached. What I say to potential clients is, like, I'm a generalist with many specialties. I understand the macro of public affairs and public relations, but you got to be able to integrate crisis communications, grassroots advocacy, issue management, digital marketing, political campaigning, and it all has to come together in a formula that makes sense for the client. And that's where the partnership happens, because now we're thinking strategically versus a vendor who's just going to give you the toolbox and they're going to just throw everything out there and see what sticks. And you get what you pay for in that regard.